Hello, Toddbog here with Breaking the Stream, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Conquest of Elysium 5, the Scourge King playthrough, or Scourge Lord playthrough, sorry. So where we last left off, primal planes have been brought to Elysium due to some silly green enchantresses doing their thing. So we've got gods roaming around the world, and if you saw the last video, you saw that some of them could be terrifying. But we're going to do our best to survive in this new post-apocalyptic world. We're going to start by taking advantage of this special recruit of Pikeneers there, because we'll eventually build up another army to move out. We also had a request, so we're going to rename Mahir into Recess. And now we have two members of our chat section defending my lord here. So good luck to our newly named Lord Recess, and we'll go forth. Alright, so we need to reclaim our area. We need to re-get all of our pillars of power here. So we're going to work down here. Oops. Okay, well, we'll take over this guy. Market Village here, which will be nice, and we'll come down and re-grab our pillars of power. Also, if you're not aware, pillars of power do turn the surroundings into desert eventually. And as you can see, this one has no more life to drain, really, so it's down to 2. So you're going to have to continuously build these pillars, and they're going to continuously transform the world. So you just have to be careful with that. I think building these two next to each other has magnified that, so it's transforming quicker. So that will be something to keep in mind going forward. So, alright, let's go ahead and end our turn here. The Inferno moving is taking a while. I think it's one of the better fleshed out planes. It's got some interesting mechanics. For instance, you can collect sinners, which are the basically slave style troops that are very, very weak. But you can take them to a specific place in Inferno and trade them in for an army. So selling souls essentially for a benefit, which is kind of a neat thing. Mechanically speaking, I'm not advocating selling your soul or anything like that, in case anybody was construing that as anything other than what it is. Ooh, the cockatrice has moved off and has apparently picked up some cavemen. Alright, these cavemen are kind of tough. 22 hit points, and they hit for 1 to 11 damage and have a net. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's something. But that means that this tree could be transformed, but we'll see what that looks like next. All right. So the pillar I got's a whopping 2, but you know, it's 2 more than I didn't have before. So, and it's on track to get more pillars. But yeah, so Inferno's pretty fleshed out, which is why I think it takes longer, but see, we all moved. It only took 1 to move onto this desert. Oh, it's not a desert anymore because it's the pillar of power. Oh, okay. That makes sense then. And what we're going to do is we're going to come back and we're going to knock this tower out. I'm tired of you spawning troops on me, and that's what took over all my stuff here. So we'll deal with that and come back. Alright. Let's take a look at this boar. I think we can kill the boar. Boar ain't that special, right? We got some powerful spells. Autumn is here. Oh, speaking of which, couple things. So we're a Scourge King now. So we got some spells here. Let's do Chill of the Dead. Desert Storm is exhaustion across the entire battlefield. That would probably just hurt us more than them, just because the things I need to kill. Keep Finger of Death for sure. Yeah, so we got our spells we want memorized, so that's good. So yeah. As a benefit of being a Scourge Lord, or Scourge King now, we also get the Enable Recruit Cell Souls. So we could go take a look at what that looks like. Sell souls, you get 2 for 50 gold, so they're expensive. They're 14 hit points though, and they have 1 armor. They're blessed, and they do 1 to 7 damage right now. So right now, probably not worth it. However, we will be able to eventually get one of the blessing powers you can get is regeneration. So that is extremely useful for that. All right, why did you have to take this? Let's see what this. Willful the thrice-horned boar. The Druid faith is indeed a strange heresy. They sequester themselves in the wild, feast upon honeyed beer and boar pork, dreaming up legends of huge golden boars, immortal so they can be eaten time and time again. So much do the Druids and their boar warriors like pork that there have been literal wars over the right to hunt for the monstrous boars hiding in the deeper forests of Elysium. This propensity to hunt and eat boars has formed their simplistic beliefs rather than the other way around. Thus, they fantasize about a great thrice-horned golden boar of exquisite flavor. All right. So other planar immortality. So if we kill it, it's just gonna go back to the primal plane, which means it could come back. That's gonna be fun. It's a berserker. That's rough. So they'll get a +1 strength bonus, +10 morale, and we'll fight to negative hit points, which means it'll fight to about negative 20 hit points roughly. And then it's got trample 5, which is gonna hurt our troops, and it's fast. So. But it casts Druidism level 2 spells, and then it has a Gore attack 1 to 17. So only a single attack, and then it's got a couple deer, which will die pretty quickly. And it took my Pillar of Power, so I need to go back and take care of it. So this will be interesting. My hope is that the Finger of Death will take him out, but I don't know how my Lord is going to cast, so we'll see. All right. I think that's all we've got there. Let's go ahead and throw some Desert Warriors up here. So this army's coming along now with the Pike and Desert Warriors. So, all right, let's see how we do against the boar. Will Frefry and Recess assist my lord in destroying this weird god? All right. Inferno should stay in Inferno, please. Alright, there's been a battle, so let's just view it. Okay, that's exactly what I was hoping for. Finger of Death for 581 damage. I forgot to look at his spells, but apparently he can turn us into wood. All it does is turn us into trees, so we can't fight, but it doesn't really affect us. So that's really cool. Briar Cage, that is a entanglement spell. I'm just going through real quick. Yep, and those are the 2 spells that he cast before he got the Finger of Death. So very cool, very cool. So we hit the stats. He killed 2 Desert Warriors, and he killed them both with his what do you call it? Trample. So, but that's cool. So we managed to eliminate him. Alright, we got our Scourge power back. So that's good. We need more of it. So, yeah, let's deal with Helm's Gate. We'll take that out. We'll recapture this area, and then we'll see about dropping some more of these pillars, because we really need to. Alright, I think that's all she wrote for this turn. If those little boars decide to take my pillar, I'm going to be upset. Yeah, elemental summonings are reduced if you cast them in one of the elemental citadels found on the elemental planes. So, not a thing for us, but if you're a warlock of water and you're in the elemental plane of water and you get to that citadel, you can summon your water elementals a lot cheaper that way. Alright, we're going to use our movement. Oh, dang it. Okay. I was hoping to dance around and then attack, but okay. So be it. Let's see what we get. Probably bandits. Definitely bandits. This. Oh, I'm not going to worry about this until it happens, right? So. I was ambushed in the dead forest, so let's view what we got killed. Oh, no. I was going to say what we got killed by, but I wasn't really worried about anything killing us. There we go. Alright. So, of the two at this point that I have viewed, this crossbow unit will probably be the one I need to kill first. These actually give resources, whereas this does not. I'll clean that up on the way back, and then we'll get over here and start taking my pillars. Yeah. Part of me wants to get more casters and blessings, so we just need to get all of the life force. Actually, since I've become a king, I can now upgrade both Freffy and Recess to the Scourge Lords now instead of the Heralds. So there's been a battle in the Haunted City, and I'm going to worry about that in just a little bit. So let's view this. So that right there was the siege tunneling. There we go. Alright. A strange mist has appeared. The entire continent is covered by this thick, obscuring mist. It's almost impossible to know where you're going. Fantastic. Alright. Let's take a probe here. Recess. Do you know? You don't. So Freffy will have to do it. Let's go ahead and transfer all my troops to me. Freffy, you're going to go solo here. And that's good. Interesting. So even with the mist, we can still see extra spaces when we're here. Huh. Okay. Alright, so Freffy's going to go there. He's going to summon a Taskmaster, and then he'll come join the rest of us as we attack Helm's Gate. I keep wanting to call it Helm's Deep, so I always have that pause as my brain catches up to my mouth. Or my mouth catches up to my brain. One of those. I have 57 gold. So with that, I can do a recruit here at Helm's Gate once I take it to reinforce this army here. So, or I keep it. No, I'm going to keep it for pillar construction. Ooh, frost giants lower the temperature of their surroundings. Interesting. Yeah, so you can get a heat factor. I don't know what they call it. I can't remember. But if it's like 5 or greater, when you walk into forest, they just burn automatically. So it could be kind of cool. All right, I'm going to hit the stats first, just so I have on a preview. We lost some hyenas, spiderlings, and black ants. Okay, not bad at all. But let's go ahead and view it because we can see siege warfare. As you can see, it's a random. It tries to hit an area, and in this case, it did pretty good. Nice. And now Finger of Death is a level 2 spell, and we're a level 3 caster, so we can actually cast it multiple times. So that captain and crossbowman really died. Like, just really died. And Pikeneer and a Ballista really died from the previous casting, so amazing. Alright, so we got that. So at Helm's Deep, we need to get ourselves some more Desert Warriors. So we can transfer those guys up. Our melee line's getting a little weak, but we're getting the life force here, so that helps. Yeah, let's go ahead and transfer one of these, 2 of these guys to defend the tower here. Ain't gonna defend it against the gods, but you know. And then I guess we'll move here, and then we'll take our line down here, take our hamlet, and then I think I'll maybe drop a pillar. I don't want to drop it near the hamlet; that would eat it. So we'll drop it somewhere else. Up here maybe would be good, but we'll figure it out. Alright, Freffy, let's go ahead and use your special power. The clouds flickering and stuff are doing weird things to me. Alright, Dark Bonds. That's expensive, but we need the iron. And the gold helps too. Alright. I'm really curious what happened with all the other gods. Not that I want them to come back to see us at all at this time. Although with my Finger of Death now being a double cast, that's really good. So, alright, we'll come down here. Alright, Fruffy, you need to catch up. Alright, I think that's all she wrote for this turn. But yeah, thank you everyone, by the way, who have been commenting on the channel and on the videos. I really do appreciate it, and I think you guys have noticed that we've been answering all of your comments, so I appreciate it. Keep it up. Alright, we were attacked in a port. This isn't good, but we'll see what happens. Alright, Tatsu, that little dragon that we saw in the water. What's he got? Earth Meld. Okay, that doesn't really hurt us. Orb Lightning does. That sucks. And it stuns. Okay, so he's going to destroy us with that Orb Lightning before we can destroy him, I'm guessing. But we'll see. He flies as well. Alright, well, we almost killed him. Well, we lost our port, so... yeah, that's a weird effect. I don't know if that's intentional or not. That might be worth a bug report there. Look at all these animals. Where are they coming from? They got rid of all of your... well, of course they're coming from the primal event, but see, they're primal boars now. I don't know what primal means. Maybe the extra hit points, because they do have 10. Are you guys primal as well? Yeah, you're primal as well. Primal wolves. Yeah, it looks like they get extra hit points. And maybe extra damage too. Jeebus. Oh, that one only has 1 to 7. So this one's just a veteran. 1 to 8. 1 to 8. Why are you 1 to 7? Oh yeah, see, regular wolf. So we could compare. Regular wolf's only 1 to 7 1 to 7 damage and 6 hit points. So they get an extra 3 hit points and damage there for the wolves. So fun. All right, I'm gonna risk sending you up here, Fruffy, to see if you can drop a pillar for me. Good luck, sir. Inferno. But yeah, this is definitely more interesting. I don't know if the events, the apocalypse, are ideal, but definitely makes it more interesting for sure. So, all right, let's go ahead and view. Okay. Vercingetorix, the Hooded Spirit. Triple entity. It's part of 3 entities. When the 3 entities are separated, they'll reduce magical powers. Okay. So that's why your force magic is level 0, which why you don't have that. Okay, cool. That's an interesting effect. Druidism level 2. So you can still shoot thorns. 7 strikes for 1 to 2 damage and poison. Poison vines, which of course poison. And then befriend animal and poison arrow, which of course poisons. So it looks like you're poison, poison, poison. You have your Divine Fist. Okay, this is actually not too scary at this point. He is ethereal, and he does have 33 hit points, but he's going to die to... Oh, he's got a Death Wish as well. He's going to die to Finger of Death. Wait for it. The etherealness is obviously going. Oh, okay. We're just going to straight up cast... they're all poison now. And now we're in melee. And that means he can't cast. And we're going to kill some of our own people. And they're going to die of poison. No, they didn't. Alright. Low rolls on the poison. So, very cool. So, stat-wise, we lost 1 Desert Warrior, which I killed myself with the ice spell. So, well, is what it is. Alright. Very cool. So we managed to survive that. Alright, Fruffy. Don't die. Fruffy might die. Ants. Ants, ants, ants. I can't do anything. I can't do something about it. Alright. We're going to save you, Fruffy, because I like you. I want you to live a little longer. We're going to drop that pillar right here, and then we're going to go and retake our other pillars. Alright, so that's 2 of the gods we've taken out, although there should have been 3 of them, so something else might have taken out 2 of them before they did their damage, so, okay. Do I go with the captain? Or do I wait for a sheik? I'm going to wait for a sheik. I barely have enough for a captain. But the sheik has desert walk, so that'll be very useful considering I'm turning the world into desert. And the armies that I've recruited are... No, I had pikeneers. Captain would have been okay. But we need to defend because that is our... No, I took the tower. Okay. Brain is catching up here. We lost our port up here, but we took the tower here, so we still got another place that we can do things. So, all right, we're going to go here, and we'll still use Fruffy to construct a pillar of power. Wait, did my hyenas become primal? Because when I said use special powers, primal hyena. Interesting. Look at those guys, 15 hit points. Only attacks for 1 to 7 though. Is that always the case? Yeah, I guess so. So regular hyenas are 11 hit points. He lost an eye. Primals have 15 hit points. Looks like they didn't get any extra strength though. Interesting. Doesn't move fast. That's cool. They're even better now that they're primal. Alright, I need you to become primal too, Dark Centipede. Are you primal? Nope, you're just Scourge Ant. Scourge Ant. Okay, well, that's interesting. Don't know if I like it, but it's interesting. Alright, we have 159 life power. What do we want to do with that? Dark Blessing costs 200 now. I think it's going to get more expensive as you go. I'm going to appoint a new herald. Let's just get some more spell casting. Welcome, Ghazi. We have another slot now for anybody who wants to get their name in the game. Ghazi. Let's see. Dehydration and strength sap. Okay. Not the greatest of spells, but I can't complain. It's another body that has 18 hit points and 2 armor. And then, you know, eventually it'll become a massive force of casters. All right. So that's another 15 per round coming in to 35. Because something took the ripe woods, of course. Can't ever keep all the good things, huh? I'd have loved to see that you guys were here, but alright. Boars or wolves? Alright, we're just going to go by myself to kill the wolves. And while I think I can take the 2 boars with Fruffy and Ghazi, I'm sorry, Ghazi and Recess, I will leave that be there for now. Alright, that's all we can do. Yes. Keeps highlighting Inferno for me, right? Maybe we go to Inferno and cut down on their troops so we don't have to wait so long each turn. Alright, this should be pretty easy. Yep, 3 dead wolves. No need to look at that. Alright. And there is 2 serpents. Primal serpents. Those things are pretty nasty. Alright, let's just make sure we have the movement. I want to bring the army in. Retake my stuff. All right. Yep, that's all she wrote there. So yeah, looks like after the initial rush into the world, us cleaning out all our forests really helped us for sure. Battle at the Pillar of Power. We'll just hit the stats. Desert Warriors killed 2 serpents. Nice and easy. And now we got another 15 there, so we're getting 50 a turn. That's good. We have the movement, so let's go ahead and put us all together. We'll go ahead and slam into this Pillar of Power, so we're really beefing up that old life force income. What I like to do is do the Great Scourge, which is 750. So probably have to do that next video if I decide to save up for it. But I do not feel strong right now as the army we are at, so maybe we use it to do some upgrades for my troops to make Freffy a level a Scourge Lord. Because if we can get more Fingers of Death, I'm all for it. So, as a matter of fact, let's do that. Welcome to the Scourge Lords. Now you can appoint Heralds, Freffy. That is awesome. You have Scourging Wind, so Exhaustion over Burst 25, or Terror over Burst 25. So let's get rid of Fear, and we'll do... no, we'll do Fear instead of regular Dehydration, and then we'll do Scourging Wind, so... Alright, so not bad. That's just a bear. Is it a primal bear? It's sleeps at every opportunity when it's in a snowy location. If attacked, there's a chance that it starts sleeping. It's a deep sleeper. Any damage below 5 will not wake it. That is something new. That's cool. A little more flavor for the bears. Do you deer have anything special? No. You're just fast, right? Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Alright. Well, let's go and take this town. Uh-oh. That's a Necromancer. What do you got? Rigo the Ghoul Baron. That's not great. Only a level 1 Necromancer, but you're lucky because of the pendant. You can get Ghoul Guardians. What are those? Are these guys? Oh no, Banefire Crossbows. Those aren't great. So Banefire is terrifying because it decays. It not only does 1 to 5 damage as a crossbow, but it also does 1 to 2 if they're hit, armor negating damage, and then it causes decay. In this case, because they're tiny, it's 1 to 4 damage instead. But yeah, that's pretty terrifying. So yeah. Oh. So that's going to be a rough fight. However, we've got Chill of the Dead, which won't freeze them, but it will damage them. And that'll cut through a lot of these ethereal troops here pretty easily. So I don't think they're going to want to attack us, but they're very happy they have this old castle ruin, and so I'm not going to be able to dislodge them from that, unfortunately. Alright, I believe that's all I'm going to do. And they did attack. That's not good. Making me wait to see what this battle's doing. Alright. And I've been eliminated. So, yeah, the Markgraf did end up winning here. Well, that was an ignoble end. The stupid fogs of the world kept me from being able to avoid that. So that's what happens, though. So let's go ahead and view the battle. They killed us. So they got a lot of stuff going on here. Just going to speed it up a little. So yeah, that did a bunch of damage here. These guys are cold resistant, though, so a lot of their undead will be cold resistant. But these guys aren't. Oh, yeah, they are. Ah, so the cold spell doesn't help us. And that was our fall. Now, what are you affected by? You're stuck in a net. Okay. So we cast Exhaustion. Oh no, we cast Weakened. But it only affects the living portions of their army, so yeah. All right, well, that's how we did this. What I'll probably do is, obviously this video is done for today, but for my next video, I'm going to restart the Scourge Lord, and hopefully we'll get a better start. And I want to continue this one through and show off more of it, because we didn't get to show off a lot of it. I know it was the same with the Cloud Lord, but I think this one has a lot more intricacies because it has the new mechanics and stuff, and we'll want to explore that more. So thank you guys for watching this video. Okay, so I apologize. I did my farewell, but I think you guys would want to see everything on this. So maybe I'll figure out a way to remove that farewell, and if you see this, then that means I did probably a rough cut. But anyways, yeah, let's actually see what happened with the world. So I'm gonna go reveal the map and see what a primal plane takeover looks like. So as you can see, other than our undead friend, everybody else has been pushed back to the brink. Does not look good for anybody right now here, except for, you know, our Markgraf player seems to be doing okay. They've got some massive armies out there. The dwarves are trying, but they've only put out small forces. They own this with a pack of archers, and that's it. Stupid dragon. This is the reason why they're still alive. That is a ton of siege weapons. My lord. So, yep. Always the problem with the Dvala is that you have to survive their siege weaponry. Alright, let's see if we can find some gods, though. So these totems have shown up. They cast Beast Ward spells level 2. I'm not familiar with that one. Otherwise, they have 91 hit points and 1 armor. They don't do any attacks, though, other than the spells. So, but yeah, that's definitely a rough thing to go against with all these Venus traps and such. So, what else do we have over here? Oh, there we go. So, oh, she lost all of her Dryad friends. So yeah, whatever she's been attacking has really hurt her. She's diseased as well, so interesting. So she must have attacked our friend, the Markgraf. Oh, we got another god here. Succulus, the hammer god. He is lost an eye, debilitating wound, and battle fright, so he's taking some damage. But he's got a ring of evasion, which gives him evasion, which blocks only a quarter of attacks. So, but yeah, he's got some spells. He's got himself a weird army of primal rats and giant rat. So he took some damage. Okay, so we've got our enchanter friend. He's got Gauntlets of Power and Ring of Shadows. Summons 3 shades. That's really cool. But yeah, these are the different golems that you can get as the enchanter. And so yeah, they don't heal. Oh, never mind. Clay Golem regenerates. I forgot that's the case. These guys never heal. But they're pretty nasty, and in order to summon them, you have to actually eat a point of interest. So you have to eat a mine for the stone golems and stuff. What the heck is this? Aquat the Juggernaut. That just shoots lightning everywhere, huh? Interesting. 2 shots of lightning, a bit of awe. Let's see, trample 6, so it'll just run over guys and do 6 damage. That's pretty cool. An animated shrine on wheels crafted from the remains of an abandoned temple, given sentience and mobility by a master enchanter. The Juggernaut, like most messengers of the divine, wanders on its own whim and attracts followers in search of religious guidance. So it's a stupid unit, and apparently attracts flagellants. Oh, devout followers in this case. So, what do you got? So, yeah, the only thing protecting you is this very weird peninsula. Interesting. Okay. We got ourselves a Sea Father who's amphibious. and a library master. Interesting. Oh, cool. We had the undead capital. I guess that makes sense, given what we knew of the world. So yeah, they were doing their thing. Here's another god. This one's got himself a nice army. Those of you who watched my druid playthrough, we got him as a summons before. But druidism level 3, force magic level 2, that golden torque, and then he's got a snake that he swings. So that's another one. Purple worm. That thing's scary looking, isn't it? It's got combat burrowing and tunneling. So it does 6 damage to things as it comes up, like a dune worm. And that's pretty interesting. So let's see what else we got here. We got ourselves Taranis, the god of seasons. He's got 3 magic channels: solar, frost, and storm. And he's got himself just a lightning bolt he throws. So that is a pretty tough guy to fight for sure. He's got himself a dog. This is just an iron golem. Wait, does he have a poison cloud? Okay, that's interesting. Here's another god. Manananan, the god of the sea. Cast spells, hydromancy and illusionism, javelin, and sword of enfeeblement. Okay. He's got himself a large shield, because why not? The sword of enfeeblement is his actual magic item. Yeah, he's a combat caster, so he can actually cast in combat. And he's got himself some interesting troops. Furbog swordsman. Decent hit points for sure, and they hit hard. Let's see, you got these city warriors. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Constant mirror images. So it's got a mirror image, so it'll, yeah, it's kind of an interesting mechanic. Furbog slinger, I don't know specifics on that one. I think it creates the image on your same unit, and then if you take a hit, it gets rid of an image instead. So I could be wrong on that though. And then you got yourself the Lord, cast spells, and golden lance charge, magic sword, and javelin. Bean, city magic level 2, and then we got a druid. That's an interesting collection for sure. So yeah, not seeing anything crazy. There's the primal boar. Came back. Anything super crazy, but where were those green enchantresses? Oh, is this it? Yep, this is it. This is the group that caused the world to become all topsy-turvy. So, interesting. Anyway, so yeah, that's a map. We'll go ahead and check our power in the graphs. Yep, and that Mark Graph player just took off. So, yep, that was to be expected. The Dwarf Queen is up there as well, all because of those javelins. Although it looks like she took a major hit here. That's probably what hurt our god, the one with all the nymphs. And yeah, we really never grew that fast. And a lot of it was that super slow start, being in the snow. Especially since we get benefits in the desert. We didn't get to realize those benefits, so that was rough. Citadels, gold. What happened here? Like, what caused that spike? That's insane. I don't know. Well, we'll worry about that later. Yeah, we got a huge spike in hands, and then it all went downhill, huh? And then gems, and then, of course, life force. So, we were on top of the world, and then the world ended. So, that's the way it goes. Okay, now I'll go ahead and call it here. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time.